Hey everybody, Taz from Critical Thinking Anarchist here, and once again, this is what Trump does. It's funny to see people not realize that this is what happens. That this is what they do. This is what Trump has always done. So, apologize for my. So you got Israel backs Trump plan and orders military to prepare for Palestinians to leave Gaza. Now, do we really think that Trump wants Palestine? Of course not. Here's the thing. Um, if America owns Palestine, there's a couple of problems with that. One being that Palestinians automatically become American citizens. Nobody wants that. That means they're free to travel in the United States. That means all the Palestinians who have come over to the United States are now Americans. Nobody wants that. That's not something Trump wants. That's not something anybody wants. However, this is, it is kind of an interesting negotiating tactic, right? Because, now we can deport people to Palestine. What about that, huh? We can deport anyone we want to Palestine because it's really just America. Palestine's now America. Let's rebuild Palestine. Now it's America. But what I think this was, I believe it's the King Solomon thing, right? You got the two people, the two ladies fighting over the baby. It's my baby. No, it's my baby. And King Solomon says, all right, well, the only solution here is to, I'll take the baby and divide it in half and give each of you half the baby. And instead, Trump's like, here, everybody, he tried negotiating. It's like, well, you guys need to take Palestinian refugees. Let's clear it out. Let's rebuild it, make it better, and make it safe for everybody: the Palestinians, the Israelis, etc., etc. And of course, nobody is for this. Nobody is for this. Everybody's sitting there going like, no, 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 you can't do that. Israel is like, yeah, we'll go for it. Now, Netanyahu has had a long relationship with Trump, so it's hard to know if Netanyahu really believes in this idea. If Trump told Netanyahu his real plan, or if Netanyahu just knows Trump enough to know he's got something else up his sleeve. It doesn't matter what I say. I'm just going to back him because that's what you do with your strongest ally. But again, nobody actually wants this. Trump doesn't actually want this. Now, the biggest reason to want this, besides the deportation of people to an American territory, whatever, the biggest reason to want this, if you actually believe it, would be that America now would then have a presence on the other side of the world. America would have a permanent presence on the other side of the world. Now, that's the only reason America would want this. Nobody wants it. America doesn't want it. But that if you were to want it, that is the only reason to do it. Because then legally, America is literally in the dead center of Europe, Asia, Africa. They're in the dead center. They can do whatever they want. They would control the Mediterranean because, let's face it, we would. We would control everything over there. And we're already funded anyway. Might as well own it, right? But Trump doesn't want this. This is a negotiating tactic, and we'll show it to you here. So now, all of a sudden, Egypt is sitting there negotiating with Jordan, with Saudi Arabia, with United Arab Emirates, etc., 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 going like, okay, Trump's trying to do this thing, so we have to figure it out, otherwise he's going to do it. That's all Trump wanted. This is what he does. He says, hey, you guys got to figure this stuff out. And they're like, no, not our problem. We don't want it. We don't want the millions of immigrants coming over. Gee, sound familiar? We don't want the millions of immigrants coming over. That would cause chaos. Nobody can handle it. And he says, well, fine. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll figure out where to put the Palestinians. We'll clean it up. We'll own the Gaza Strip. We'll rebuild it with Americans. And then we'll get the Palestinians back in there in a few years, and they'll have amazing schools, amazing businesses, amazing this, amazing that. The big talk from Trump, but he knows he can get it done because we already have contractors over there doing this stuff anyway. We just need it cleared so that we can have our people go in that specific area. So of course, yep. Now Egypt is sitting there going, ah, we got to figure this out on our own, guys. America's going to come over here and do it otherwise. So this is what Trump does. How do people not understand this? Do they really? I mean, I know the vast majority of Americans don't understand any of this. The vast majority of Americans watch corporate mainstream news and they only get the talking points. And as we found out very, very recently, a lot of corporate mainstream media has been funded, at least in part, by American taxpayer dollars by way of funneling through the U.S. aid program and has been basically an extension of the Democrats. So, but I just love it. I just love that once again, this is what Trump does. This is what Trump does. He talks big and he goes, oh, everybody gets all riled up. You can't do that. You can't do this. How dare you suggest that Palestinians move here, go there? How dare you suggest that we own the Gaza Strip? He doesn't want to own the Gaza Strip. He doesn't want to own the Gaza Strip. And anyone who believes such a thing is foolish. He just does it to get the people he needs in order. So you guys let me know. What do you think? Does this surprise you in any way? That Trump is doing this? Of course not. It shouldn't. But you guys let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all the other fun stuff. I will see you in the next time. Thanks for watching. You take care.